letting you know about the badminton mindset and how to succeed as a competitive player in badminton. Today we have the honor of speaking with B.R. Sankeerth. I believe he goes by Sank for short, but he is one of the representative for Canada that played the Thomas Cup that just happened recently. Thomas Cup and Uber Cup, for those of you that don't know, is the sport where it's badminton, teams for men's, which is Thomas Cup, and then for women's is the Uber Cup. But I am honored to have our wonderful guest, Sankeerth. Sank, how are
Hello,
you?
hello, Romy. Good, thank you for asking. How about you yourself?
Fantastic. It was already a fantastic conversation we had prior to
Yeah,
the little
yeah,
live stream here, but super excited and honored to speak with you. Just a little bit on kind of
yeah.
what the badminton scene is like in Canada at the moment. How has Thomas Cup been for you, and also what to look forward to in our future events? So we'll talk a little bit about the IBL Elite Mixer too. But yeah, so how was Thomas Cup for you since you just came back from that?
Thomas Cup is great. It's always these team events. They hit you differently. You know, you're not playing for yourself.
Yeah,
It's you got you're scoring a point for the team, and then the next team goes around and you're scoring a point. You're playing singles and doubles, and
yeah,
it's definitely one of the highlights of the year. Thomas Cup and Sudirman Cup. We
amazing.
work together as a team. We're not there by ourselves.
Yeah,
It was a blast. All of us gave our best. We tried to score a point for the team, and
yeah.
we were having some great games, some high level matches, and that was amazing. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. Is there any highlight kind of rallies or games for yourself during the Thomas Cup?
Yes, my first singles against the Chinese Taipei. I think he's the
Oh,
world junior champion in
oh, all the
2015.
way up. The second seed, I think.
Luch Lucia Hung, bronze medalist, champion something.
Oh man, okay. Was he fast? He
Yeah,
must be. Yeah.
it was good. I played him once at an US International Challenge finals,
Okay.
and that was a close game.
Yeah, yeah.
And I played him here again, and it was three sets. Third set wasn't as close.
Wow.
That was a highlight.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
doubles. We played the German pair.
yeah.
It was an upset. Me and Kevin Lee, we've never played together,
Nice.
and this was a top 30 or a top 40 pair, and we beat them, and that was great.
Wow,
It was
fantastic,
not a
fantastic.
top 40 pair, but one guy in the pair is a top 40 player.
Wow, that's fantastic. I guess competing in the international level
Yeah.
versus competing at home, what is the difference that you see?
It's uh it's more than just badminton. It's
Mhm.
we all think you need to play a certain level, you need to be a good player and go play. Yes, that's the basis of it.
Sure.
It's the baseline.
Yeah.
But competing internationally, you're dealing with a lot of things, emotions, your journey. For example, even small things like you're in a different place, you're a different venue. You're comfortable at home. It's your club.
Mm.
You go out and play. You're gonna play a certain way, but you're in a different altitude. You're in different climate,
Yeah.
temperature. Shuttle
Wow.
shuttle travel speed is different. Food's different. Your sleep's different.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
more than badminton that you need to adapt and come out of these things. And you've spent $2,000 to be there, so you're thinking about making it worthwhile. You're there. There's
Of
a lot
course.
of going things going on, so it's a balance of all these through
Amazing.
badminton.
Yeah, yeah. I think those are the auxiliary things that people usually don't consider when they hear, a professional athlete. Because yeah, flying there is not cheap. The food, lodging, and then thinking about the points that you need to gain probably for the future events too.
Correct.
And these are all very common kind of topics that we've spoken to the athletes, and
Mhm.
yeah, and this is something that we want to, as IBL too, these
Yeah.
tournaments and the structures that we have now is to support, people like you who are professional athletes, especially in the badminton realm, but people that are looking forward to going to the next level too from juniors, let's say, because
Yeah.
we were also discussing that just previous to the live stream that there's a little bit of not a little bit there's a lack of support in that transition from kind of that juniors to the career professional, right? So like what's your perspective on that? since you're like in ground zero for that. So
That is correct. It's lucky. It's I want to say it was lucky we had a good batch 2, 3, 4 years ago. That's the batch that's out there on the circuit right now, and you see us competing because we were juniors 3, 4, 5 years ago.
yeah,
And so it's a good batch that's out there right now, and there are a bunch of kids competing, and they're very talented. They're good. I hope I hope they can look up to us, or I hope we can be the examples and role models. Michelle, for example, is a very big role model for all of us. Even at her age, she's just getting better and better. You know, they say you get older, you fall down the ladder. She's not doing that. She's out there. She is pushing every single day, which is great. So that's something I look forward to. And I'm like, I sometimes feel bad. I'm 24 and I haven't done as much as I want to. But then there's always hope when you look at someone who's older than you, who's elder, and they're doing that even at that age, and even after all these ups and downs in their life, injuries, yada yada yada. So I
no,
hope this batch that we have right now, all of us, we can be a example and a role model to the bunch of 15, 16, 17, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds that are
no.
coming up. And I would be the happiest person to see them compete at the highest level.
No, that's such a fantastic vision that you have. I think for the future of our sport in Canada, and I think there's a group of people that are looking to make badminton recognized in
Yeah,
North America now. That I think if we all work together and see our own visions, I think definitely we
absolutely.
can we can take this to another level.
I was gonna add to that with people like you and Charles doing things like these. It's not easy. You're not going to be welcomed with garlands and flowers and warm welcome
Exactly.
saying, "This is a great idea. Go ahead, do it." It's not going to be easy. You're going to have backlashes. You're going to have
Of course.
people criticizing the idea, not supporting the idea, and you're also going to have people supporting this idea and going forward. But through the years, Charles and you guys have stayed strong and believed in this idea, and I think you guys are coming back with a strong punch this year with
Oh
Charles'
yeah.
idea of uniting US and Canada to run
Yeah.
these leagues. It's going to be huge because the community of the badminton community and the parents and the culture in US is also very strong and it's picking up and they're going
Yes.
to love this. And we and our clubs as well, we would love to, you know, go out to one of these tournaments
Exactly.
and have a team from Ontario, from GTA, from Vaughan,
Amazing.
Markham, and
Yeah. Yeah. No,
that would
that'd be
be a great
so
idea.
exciting to
I
see.
hope we can all work towards this.
Yeah, yeah. And it is in the cards. Right now I really think it's the timing and finding the right people for
Hmm.
support and having a really clear vision. It's not all like obviously in the business of the sport, the
Yeah,
money is the conversation, but we're looking more in terms of actually supporting the performance of athletes and potential athletes, right? Like
correct.
you said, if you can be a role model to the next generation, the next wave, the sooner the better, so that we have a
Yeah,
continuation. So you guys don't feel like you have, like Michelle and John When I think both of them are shouldering a lot of this kind of international presence
yeah,
to be the evangelists or the ambassadors of the sport in the international realm. And I think that's the cool thing about Thomas Cup, Uber Cup, where you guys actually we had way more people representing Canada and even US to be in the
yes,
international realm and to be seen,
yes.
right? So that's so fantastic to see. Just want to give a shout out right now to one of the events that we'll be starting with, which is the IBL Badminton Elite Mixer. So it's going to be on May 27th to 29th at the KC Badminton Club. And Sank, I believe you, Jason Hoshu, and Kaz will be pretty much an unstoppable team. But yeah. So looking forward, it's basically another Thomas Cup like team, but
We just want to have some fun. Hopefully we can put out a show and just entertain everyone out there. I'm gonna try to get my friends and I'm gonna get them to
yeah.
form teams. if not, come watch us. Have a great event. Yeah,
No, that'd be
Brad.
amazing. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Just wondering. Oh, cool. Friends, friends. Hi, friends. No, but yeah, all good, all good. So Sank is definitely. I believe you just finished work, and I'm really thankful for you to truly come out
It's
and
my
have this
pleasure. It's
dialogue
my
with
pleasure.
us. So curious.
Yes,
What is the best fake you've done that worked in a tournament?
fake.
So I know, yeah, because like I was asking Josh, and he shared with me where someone was did a fast like a flick serve to his backhand side, but he came around because he's pretty tall. The guy's
Yeah,
massive,
yeah,
but yeah, he came around and did like a forehand hook like this way. It
yeah,
wasn't this way. It was like this,
yeah,
I think, like a scoop
yeah.
almost. And then it was a direct smash back cross court, and everyone was like frozen.
Ooh,
Yeah,
oh,
but I don't know how you guys been because the flexibility must be there too. But yeah, so have you had a trick shot done to you that totally like made you go the other way? Like,
yeah. A few all the
yeah,
time. It happens all the time. Um, Sometimes you get your opponents trapped in a position where you don't expect them to come out, and they pull out something out of their sleeve that you've never seen before. Uh, there's been a few where I come up high at the net, push them all the way to
okay,
the back corner, and I
okay,
run all the way to that corner, and they have no way of coming out of it, and they
yeah,
hold it till the last minute because I'm
yeah.
standing straight, and they hit it all the way across from corner to corner, and I just get stuck, and it's kind of like a trick shot ish, kind of bait me
I
in
know,
all the way
like
to the last minute, like they have no
they're
chance
catching
out of
you
it.
at your speed, right?
Sorry.
Like because you're fast, they're catching you at the speed.
Yes,
I've seen
yes, because they
was that
run into
Tai
that
was
corner,
doing that.
they
Yeah, 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 yeah.
wait for me to run in even more and more, and then they hit it this way.
Yeah, yeah, and that takes so much strength, right? Because you're pushing them in the other direction already, so they're
Yeah,
basically trying to beat that momentum, and then like crushing
and
it
then
cross court.
counter that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's amazing. That's amazing. No, definitely. I'm sure there'll be trick shots that's going to be done at the Elite Mixer that people can expect
absolutely.
to see. And the players at this level, especially when they're playing against each other, I'm sure you guys know each other's kind of path paths of where you guys hit.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of familiarity in the game that allows you to create some pretty fun and crazy shots. But
yeah.
definitely. Again, it's going to be May 27th to 29th at the KC Band Club. Yeah, check them out. It's going to happen in the evening, I believe, on Saturday, Sunday. Whereas on the Friday, I believe it's a little earlier. I think 3 p.m. But
Okay,
look out for Sank. Go check out the tournament. If you do see him, give him a safe high five. Do hand sanitize after still. Just make sure your hygiene is also met. But yes, so for Sank, jumping into a more kind of serious note,
yes.
what do you see currently in the badminton scene in Canada right now that can be improved upon, and how do you see that we can also bring like where do you see us bringing it? Yeah,
Uh, well, like I mentioned earlier, you guys are doing a tremendous. You're putting tremendous effort out there and doing a great job coming up with these ideas, and I hope all of us athletes can believe in this, be a part of it, and well, regardless of the results, give it a fair shot to
yeah,
make this happen, and pull it through because I believe in it, and where there's a will, there's always a way, and we just got to
yeah,
keep trying. So hopefully
yeah,
we can all come together and make tournaments and these pro league and circuit and in the North America
yeah,
a big success and have it kick off and take off. That's one
mhm,
major part of it. Um,
yeah,
like Charles mentioned, this also gives the juniors another reason to continue after high school or during university and not stop.
totally.
right? Usually it's only eight tournaments or a junior nationals, and that's about it, which is two, three tournaments a year, and they have nothing. They don't have motivation to train for the rest of the year. It's
Hmm.
hard because I'm also in that position. If there's no tournament,
Hmm.
you're not really motivated as much having a tournament in 3 weeks or
Exactly.
4 weeks.
Exactly.
So so this will be this pro circuit would be a great part and reason for the younger group and generations and everyone entrusted to continue with the sport. And also, yeah, it just what was your question again?
In terms of what you're seeing, there is opportunity for improvement in the current badminton scene in Canada or North America even.
Yeah, I think it's I want to say a solid coaching system.
Mm-hmm.
Because in I see this a lot in the Europe because ex-professional players or retired professionals, they join a national team or an organization or a club and they build a group, they build the players and the club. Because my friends, they're in national teams and they get new
Yeah.
coaches and then they work on them and they bring them up, they build them. There's a Brazilian coach who's doing a tremendously amazing job with their kids. Brazil was
Yeah.
nowhere to be on the circuit. Now he's got solid players. Like
Yeah.
they made us run for our money at the Pan Am Championship finals.
Oh,
In the
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
championship.
Yeah. So,
So we need someone like that, coaches and teams and training where they're a part of it. They see their self, they see their success through these kids,
yes.
so the kids can connect with them. And because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm also on the student side. I am a student.
Yeah.
I train full
Yeah.
time. I need a coach, and it's
Yeah.
hard to connect with any of the. Don't get me wrong, it's all personal, but any of the clubs or the coaches because there's a huge gap between what the club wants to do, what the coaches want to do, and what the athletes want to do.
Yeah.
We're three
There's no
different
connect.
people, right? We're three
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
lives. As a club owner,
Hmm.
you're in a different position in life. You have to run the business.
Yeah.
You got to pay
Yeah.
the bills. And the coach, he's in his different phase and stage in life. And athletes, we're in a different stage and phase in life.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
all need to meet. And that's where I think we can channel our energy and grow towards one thing. If the people can see the vision of, I want to make my kid be top 30 in the world. And so is the coach. And so
Mm.
is the kid. I want to be that
Yes.
top 30 player. And then the
Totally.
coach helps you. And then the club's like, that's my kid. And the coach is
Yeah.
like, that's my kid.
The
I want
pride
to
too.
see him. That's
Yeah.
something I do with my kids. I want to see them improve and I want to see them happy and feel happy and motivated to train. So I
Yeah.
see that. So I'm able to give what the kids are missing with every one of my students and kids I coach. So I hope we can all, come along this area somewhere and, or, Badminton Canada, maybe, get some funding and hire a national coach for us. Get us somebody, one of these retired professionals,
Like Park
ex-professional
Jubong in
players.
Japan. No, just kidding. Like
Sorry.
hire someone huge. Like we hire someone like Park Jubong from like Korea. Yeah, I'm like, if they
I
can,
know
that'd be.
if you got a spare 100,000 to throw for a year, why not?
Well, there's always a price. There's always why not?
Exactly.
But well, it's
Right?
like how I think that was the scene I was talking when I was talking to Josh. It was the same thing where it's the sport is truly going quite international now that
Yeah.
a lot of these countries are hiring like India that just recently won, congratulations again on Thomas Cup, had Matthias Bo as one of their coaches, right? And
And they have a
he's,
different singles coach. They have a
I
different women's
know,
coach.
like almost every event they have some a different coach that's specialized.
Yeah,
So yeah, they know that it's not it might not be the best person in your own neighborhood that can do the job. We can source people from
exactly.
outside of your locale now, right?
Exactly.
It's like Watanabe and Higashino, mixed doubles coached by the Malaysian, one of
Yep.
the wonderful coaches too, right? So
Yeah.
I'm really hoping to like see that for you guys too in terms of getting these international level coaches to come
Mhm.
to Canada, and I don't know, creating programs that allow you guys to shine and really level up even more.
Yeah.
So, um, but no, this has definitely been a pleasure. Again, a big shout out to IBL Badminton Tournament Elite Mixer for May 27th to 29th at the KC Badminton Club. Sank's going to be there, Shu, and also part of their team is Kaz, who I believe is a very well. All of them are competitive players. They're there to win
Yes.
and get in each other's minds. I'm sure. So, each other. Yeah.
He helps us with the afternoon training sessions. He plays singles with me. He does
Oh,
training
wow.
himself, and he's a very fit guy. He's solid, so he
Right.
keeps pushing us. So I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have your teammates on the discussion too. Really in the near future, even before the tournament, if we can,
Absolutely.
just to
Let's
kind of
get them
show
on
the
the group,
synergy.
and yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
that'd be
something.
so fun. That'd be so fun. But appreciate you and appreciate your time, and thank you so much for representing Canada. In the international world, because being an athlete, I know is definitely a journey. But well worth it though, I do believe. But yeah, it was a pleasure, Tank.
Awesome. Same here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.